Hi guys, Friction RC here. Finally managed to mount the toy grade shell. As you can see, I'm a bit ham-fisted when it comes to these things. I'm sure a lot of you, if you do get this, can do it in a much better way. I put a vid yesterday on YouTube showing kind of what I had to do, but basically I had to cut off the front bit. When I was cutting that kind of split a little bit, but there is a split there at the front because it also had this fake kind of plastic winch at the front, and that was hitting that, so it wouldn't sit down properly. And then obviously to put the body post through, I don't really need these body posts, but I'm using it because I don't like the thing wobbling around, which I had to then kind of cut through this part of the shell. It sits okay now. The only other thing that I haven't done, now this comes with a cabin inside. It just clips on and clips off. I've realized after actually trying to mount this that I couldn't do it with it fitted, because that ESC ESC receiver inside here, the box, hits the underside of the cabin. So unless you start chamfering that sort of at the base of the cabin, you won't be able to get that fitted, this sit nice. The other thing is where the gears are. If I show you, that is actually hitting that side of the underneath of here. So there you go, might be a good way of showing it. Which is why it doesn't sit. Well, I was having a bit of trouble trying to make it sit. Now, one way around that is just dremeling a little bit out in here. So if you see where that kind of slot, that hole is, just taking that a bit further but making it close to the bed. If you dremel that out, which is I guess around here, you should be fine. Now I don't really fancy doing that. I know it seems odd after making this such a big mess, mainly because I just want to run it, see how it is first. I might change it later. I also thought it's probably not necessary doing this, because what you can do is where those are mounted, you've got those little bases here and you've got it at the front. If you remove the actual body posts, I'm pretty certain if you get those tiny tiny magnets that they use in Drift RC to hold the body shells on, if you get a couple of those, I'm sure for something this small you can just glue or hot glue or whatever some magnets to where the body post would be here, top of the shocks, and to the actual shell itself, and I think you should be okay. I haven't done that. As you can see, I've basically just mangled it, but what I can do is, there's nothing to stop me hiding that up by getting some scale accessories, or even some what's that putty that people use to make bodies and wings and stuff on. They can easily fill that back in, or put a little canvas kind of back to it. You know, we've all seen those army tracks with canvas backs to it, so maybe do something like that. But anyway, it's now snowing around here for the first time for about a year for us in London, so I'm gonna take this out and see how we get on. So enjoy the vid.